was more costs involved above and beyond down payments. Good morning, everybody. I'm in my Whedon office for the 22nd episode of Coffee with Chuck. This week I wanted to go over some of the hidden costs throughout the buying process. The reason why I wanted to go over this is because this past week or last week I had a buyer consultation and I wanted to go over the buying process, down payments, all the costs associated with it, and obviously their criteria. And the thing that surprised them was there was more costs involved above and beyond down payments. I mean, a lot of people know that to buy a home you need to put a down payment down, but not a lot of people know about closing costs and inspection costs and appraisal fees. I mean, there's a couple more, but those are probably the three common ones that if you are looking to purchase a home, you need to get through it. So let me go in those in a little bit more detail. So closing costs. I've been told that closing costs should be estimated between 2 to 3.5% of the purchase price. I can't give a specific number of what it is just because it varies city to city, the closing date, and obviously the purchase price. And these costs come at closing, and this is above and beyond the down payment that you're also bringing. And this includes the title fees, the loan origination, attorney fees, HOA prepayments, and taxes. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that come out at the end at closing. Another pretty much hidden fee that people don't think about is the inspection. So I always advise my buyers to do an inspection. I would rather have you spend the inspection fee than get stuck with a 30-year mortgage. An inspection can cost between $300 and $600, and this all depends on the square footage of the home. The fee is due to the inspector when the inspection is completed, and the thing is that's for like pretty much a general home inspection. If the home inspector finds something wrong and needs further evaluation, and we need to talk to somebody in a specialized trade, that could be an additional cost. Like, for example, if the home inspector says, hey, this electrical whatever doesn't look right, you need to get an electrician in here, that electrician will come in to do a specialized inspection, and that may cost something, which makes sense. But inspection, an additional $300 to $600. Another thing, appraisal fee. An appraisal is needed to make sure that the mortgage company, the mortgage company that you're applying the loan for, that's about to loan you thousands of dollars, they need to make sure it's worth it. So the appraisal is a third party telling the mortgage person that yes, this home is worth how much you're lending to them. Now, who buys that appraisal? You, the buyer. Yes, I know. But this appraisal fee is between $400 and $600 upfront. And all mortgage companies will probably charge this to you. So, I mean, those are going to be the big three: the closing costs, the inspection, and the appraisal fee. So in general, what I like to say, throughout the process, if you close or don't close, whether or not that happens, you're losing out on the appraisal and the inspection. So on the high end, I suggest like you're losing out on $1,300 whether or not you close. That's on the high end. I want to be conservative in that respect, so then you have an understanding in your mind on how much will come out throughout the process. And then what would you bring to the closing table? Your down payment, whatever that percentage is, and an additional 2 to 3.5 for that. Obviously, these numbers are estimated high, just so then, it's one of those things where if it comes lower, it's one of those things where it's good for you. But I just want to make sure that you understand that that's where I would aim for if you were planning to purchase a home. With that being said, hopefully that makes some sense and some ease to the buying process. Leave your comments if you have any questions. Shoot me a DM, text me, and we'll go from there. But that's all I have for today. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have an even greater weekend, and I will see you next week. Cheers.